Hey guys, back down here at the layout and came up with another little tip that I wanted to share. Do you ever find yourself putting together some track? Maybe you've laid some track down already and you've glued one section down. You've got to attach another section to it, but gosh darn it, you just can't get the rail joiners to sit right. You've tried putting them on with your fingers and maybe they slide off. I've even cut my fingertips trying to slide the things in. Then you try putting it on the adjoining rail that you're going to put on, and even then it doesn't seem to go in, especially when you're putting insulating joiners in there. I've crushed quite a few of those. Well, I found this on YouTube. Some of you may have seen it, but God, I can't tell you how useful this is. So there's a quick little tool that you can make. You've got everything at home that you need to help you do that. Very simply, grab a section of rail, something that maybe you were going to throw away or something that you're going to rip off of, a piece of bad track that you have that you no longer need. And all you've got to do is bend a little 45-degree turn on there. And then what happens is you can now take, I know it's going to be a little hard to see, but I've got an insulating rail joiner on this one. And I've built quite a few of these because, frankly, I lose them all the time. And I've got spare track laying around everywhere. You've seen my layout, right? So now you've got a little handle to hold on to slide that rail joiner right onto the existing track. Whether these are insulators or metal, the only trick is you don't want to make that little bend any more than what your half of your rail joiner is. So maybe a quarter of an inch, maybe less than that, because what will happen is you're going to slide that rail joiner on there, and when it hits that bend, it's going to stop. Well, if that's too long, then your rail joiner is just going to push all the way back, and you're not going to be able to get it connected to anything. So I'm going to flip you around a little on the other side of the camera here so you can actually see this. It's quite easy, but I figured I'd show you anyway. I'm not doing anything else, honestly. Hang on a second. Let's get you over here. All right, so here we are on the next section of my layout. And again, I was trying to take this rail, and I'm sitting here and I'm shoving this thing in there, and I can't quite get it right, and it's not going. So I've tried taking this off and tried putting it on here, and it hurts your fingers. You're trying to hold it, you can't get it steady. So now you got your little tool here with your rail joiner on there, and all you gotta do is line that guy up to where it's going to go on, and bada bing, bada boom, there it is. Hold it tight. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Normally I would do it with two. Bam, there it is. And now I'm sure when I go to push this one on, this one should slide right on in. Of course, this is the flex track side, so right on in there. Look at that, nice and easy. Now I just got to do the other side. So just wanted to share that real quick. Figured, hey, every little tool helps, right? So here's a little tool that you can make yourself. You've got pliers at home, little nippers, something to hold that rail while you give it a little kink, and you should be good to go. Another thing that helps while I'm talking about it, on the end of your little tool, your rail tool now, or your joiner tool, what you want to do is those edges on the bottom, the ones that usually come out to a point, get a file and just round those off. Give yourself a nice little round edge there. It's going to help you to slide the rail joiners on. I would also suggest maybe doing that to the rail that you're going to join to. This way you don't get any sharp points that are going to jab your rail joiners, and it'll help it slide on a lot easier. I've seen some guys that actually shave off just a tiny bit of the top of the rail on the inside. Some say that it It'll help a locomotive get over that little gap, and there's no jagged edge there for the wheel to catch. I've tried it both ways. I've got mixed reviews on that, but I just wanted to share the information so you guys had it. Try it out. Don't try it out. Definitely do the bottoms, though. The bottoms, better when you're putting rail joiners on. All right, man. Another little tipster from the Rickster. Yeah, it's kind of lame. I'll rethink that for a little bit. But thanks for watching, guys.